In a search for a tone that I would call my sound, I stumbled across this inexpensive Guyker Hot Rails P pickup on Amazon. It was a little over $50 Canadian, and although I was never impressed by rail style pickups examples, I still wanted to give it a try myself, and I figured that at that price, it's not a big loss if I don't like it, plus it looks really cool. So when I received it, I tried it in a P bass. The lows were strong, but the highs were absent. I ended up not using it. Fast forward a couple months, and now I had a jazz bass that I transformed into my experiment bass. So I stick the Guyker pickup in and a Sterling Stingray preamp too, just so I could boost the highs. And sound-wise, it wasn't too bad. But there were other things that really bugged me. Since the magnets are higher than the covers, you have to screw the pickup very deep into the bass for them not to hit the strings. They're so low that I could barely rest my thumb on it. So to remedy both problems, sound and comfort, I decided to mod the pickup, and in this video I'll show you what I did to make them sound, in my opinion, twice as good and be a million times more comfortable at the same time. First, I tackled the most important part, ergonomics. It's a pretty easy mod and it makes all the difference. I started by pulling off the pickup covers. It's always pretty easy to do if the pickup isn't sealed, as they only put a couple dabs of glue. Then I found some kind of plastic cards at work, about 1 or 2 millimeters thick. I took one home and cut 4 small rectangles that I would use as a shim in between the cover and the pickup itself. That way it will hopefully raise the pickup cover to the same height as the lower part of the magnet. I used some kind of plastic-friendly super glue that I had laying around to glue them, and I held them tight while the glue dried, and that's it. The part is done. Now, while the bass is already open, I figured I might as well try something out, wiring the pickup in parallel. Wiring a split P in parallel always makes it lose a bit of bud, or the mids, but it usually doesn't remove any lows and brings a lot of high end to the sound, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I started by removing the connection in between the two pickup parts, and I soldered 2 long wires, one on each. As you can see, the black and white wires are reversed from each other because of the reverse winding and reverse polarity of 1/2. Doing it that way makes connecting everything to your volume pot or your preamp much easier, as you just have to connect both whites together and both blacks together. And voila, the pickup cover is now raised a couple millimeters and is much more comfortable to play. And as for the sound, well, I feel it's more balanced, but I'll let you judge by yourself.